can I start trusting myself in terms of what I'm gonna say, in terms of how I'm going to feel? So recently I came across a question saying that, because of my upbringing, I don't even know how it is that I'm thinking or how it is that I'm feeling. So I want to share two things with you. One is, first of all, nothing has gone wrong. And I'll share with you why. It's because while we were growing up, what happens is when we have a moment of wanting to share about our thoughts, maybe I hate this, I don't want to do this, and then your parents start saying, oh, you shouldn't say that, that's not nice of you. Or when you have an explosive feeling like an anger and then you start acting out, and maybe your parents starts coming down to even more angry and start yelling at you and start hitting you, or starts shaming you for saying, why are you angry? I should be the one who's angry. I have given everything and sacrificed for you and you're so ungrateful, and all those blah blah blah, all those words. Our mind starts doubting, because it's like, oh, then really should I be allowed to even feel this way? Should I be given the chance to speak that out? And so throughout all these time, our brain starts questioning ourselves. It's like, oh, you know what? If you say this or do this, you're going to get yelled at. So you shouldn't do that, because it's a protective mechanism. Again, it's a protective mechanism to stop you so that you don't get yelled at. So over time, as I said, you start doubting, you start thinking maybe it's not right for me to do this. And so this is how this pattern started. And I want to let you know, whatever you're thinking and feeling, it's valid. You are allowed to feel angry. You are allowed to say, hey, that is not fair. Hey, and you are allowed to feel all of these things and think all of these things. So how do you get from that point to moving forward? Because up to now, our brain has been serving us, protecting us. But moving forward, this pattern needs to change, because in order for us to be stronger in our voice, we at some point, we have to share what it is that is within ourselves, even when other people yell at us, even when other people walk away from us. So how do we start that? So in the safety of your own room, always start in the safety of your own room, or find someone whom you find safe to express this with. Start off increments of feelings and thinkings. So how I would suggest is, if let's say you come across an incident and it makes you angry, but you're not sure what exactly you're feeling when you're in the room, when you think about the incidents, give yourself a timer of 1 minute to say, I'm going to feel angry in this moment. And you just breathe in, thinking about the incident, breathe in, feel it, and express it for 1 minute. If you need more time, then yes, you can. Once you started, then yes, you can. But if you're having trouble expressing the feeling, just set a timer of 1 minute. I'm just going to do this for 1 minute. You can yell, you can scream, you can hit the pillow, you can rip up some papers. Just make sure that you don't break anything that's valuable to you. But express that anger for 1 minute. As I said, if you need more time, then you can give yourself more time. If you feel that, okay, well, this is all I can do right now, then that 1 minute is very important. And now after the 1 minute, you just say to yourself, thank you. Thank you for letting me express this. And nothing is wrong. I am allowed to feel angry. And this part is very important, because your brain and your body needs to know that I am angry and I am allowed to feel it. Because at the end of the day, all we wanted in some way or form is for the other person to acknowledge our feeling. But when they are unable to do that, then we have to be the one to allow ourselves to acknowledge that. Because at the end of the day, I personally Claudia needs to acknowledge my own anger. Even when other people don't acknowledge it, I have to be the one to acknowledge that, to say, oh yeah, I am angry, and I am allowed to feel angry, and I am allowed to express that anger. So I give myself that permission to feel angry. And some events, it may have more feelings than anger, because underneath the anger, sometimes it's the hurt, sometimes it's the pain, sometimes it's the disappointment, sometimes it's all of these other emotions, because we are complex human beings are complex creatures. So let's allow ourselves to feel this way, all of these things, without justifying what the other person is feeling. So the feeling and the thoughts, we allow ourselves to feel it and to say it out loud, and without making it wrong about us. So give that a try and see how that works out for you. If you're giving this process a try, and if anything comes up, or if you have a question or anything like that, you can always send me a message or put in the comment down below, so that I can answer you, because I want to say I love you, and I know that this journey can be scary and lonely, but I'm right here with you to walk alongside you. So let's do it together, and reach out if you need to.